So you get fired up a lot, Bob, and we loved every minute of it. Every time you made a motion to dismiss and during the course of the trial, and every time you got up to argue something pre-trial, it seemed to me that nothing personally offended you more, because I felt it too, than when the ethics of your co-counsel were attacked, let's say, by Mr. Brennan. And if you'd like to just speak about that a little, because that really personally hurt my soul as an attorney. I never like to see that happen, and especially when it's completely and totally unwarranted. What say you?
Yeah, and I will tell you that anytime you saw me in court, there was zero theatrics. It was all natural. It was just what came from me at the moment. And you astutely point out that one is one of the apexes of that. I call it the ARCA hoax. It was a hoax from the beginning, that there were things that we were doing wrong, that AJ was doing wrong, any other member of the defense was doing wrong. It was a hoax. It was Brennan's stunt, because he knew how devastating ARCA was, to try to get them not to be able to testify. And it was from he got on the case right up into the bitter end, and he would gaslight and keep saying, I don't, I'm happy for them I just want discovery. I just want that. Oh, they can test, but. And it was not what he was saying it was. And then, it was him provoking the judge. I'll never forget it. It was February 11th, and then we had to come back February 18th. But it was all a hoax. It was a hoax, but it was serious, because the judge was on the precipice 3 times to pulling the pro hoc vice. And I fought it with everything I had. David knows that I spent, and this wasn't what I signed up for. I had a full practice. This was pre-trial. I spent 8 full days preparing for that in every angle, because, you get your pro hoc pulled in one jurisdiction, you're in jeopardy in every other jurisdiction you want to practice in. So when I was asked to defend that situation, I took it very seriously, but for the grace of God, that can happen to any of us. And I knew how serious it was and the seriousness of the consequences, but I was outraged. I was outraged as to not only the hoax, but the degree of play it was getting, right? And we were
the grave concerns. The grave concerns.
Yeah. And we were on the precipice of that happening, and we had to keep battling that. It kept coming up. So, I will just say that, as David said earlier, my brethren at the defense table, I was prepared